If you watch this video until the end, you will definitely pass your theory test on the first attempt. Today, we will go through 150 essential mock test questions, with the last 5 questions absolutely crucial for your success. So, stick around until the end. Now, let's get started. Watch this 20 seconds video clip with focus. Question 1. When are you allowed to wait on the yellow grid markings? Answer is B. When you are turning right. The yellow grid markings are a box junction. They're used where stationary traffic is likely to block the junction. You must not enter a box junction unless your exit road is clear. You can enter the box and wait when you want to turn right, but oncoming traffic is preventing you turning. The right turn exit must be clear. Question 2. Why did the lorry driver start turning so late? Answer is A. Because the lorry needs the room to turn. Large vehicles need more room than small vehicles to turn at a junction. Their position may seem wrong to you, but they often need more space to swing out to the right when turning left, and to the left when they're turning right. At junctions, allow more room for large vehicles. Question 3. When may you wait in the area marked with a cycle? Answer is A. When the traffic lights change to amber after you've passed the first line. At some traffic lights there are advanced stop lines, where cyclists can position themselves ahead of other traffic. When the lights change to amber or red, you should stop at the first white line. Stay out of the marked area, as this is for cyclists only. However, if you've crossed the first white line when the signal changes to red, you must stop at the second white line even if you're in the marked area. Allow cyclists plenty of time and space to move off when the lights change to green. Question 4. Are passengers allowed to ride in a caravan that's being towed? Answer is B. No, not at any time. Riding in a towed caravan is highly dangerous. The safety of the entire unit is dependent on the stability of the trailer. Moving passengers would make the caravan unstable and could cause loss of control. Question 5. What does this sign mean? Answer is C. Beach. Symbols are often used to indicate the type of destination. This one is for a beach. Hey, if you find this video helpful, please give it a like, subscribe to our channel and hit bell icon so you don't miss any updates. Your support helps us bring you more content to ace your theory test. Now, let's get back to the video. Question 6. Where would you usually see this road sign? Answer is B. On a motorway. You would usually see this sign on a motorway. Question 7. You come across the following sign. What does it mean? Answer is D. No ridden or accompanied horses. A red circle indicates prohibition. The sign tells you that no ridden or accompanied horses are allowed here. Question 8. Why are these yellow lines painted across the road? Answer is A. To make you aware of your speed. These lines are often found on the approach to a roundabout or a dangerous junction. They give you extra warning to adjust your speed. Look well ahead and do this in good time. Question 9. What's most likely to distract you while you're driving? Answer is A. Using a mobile phone. Except for emergencies, it's illegal to use a handheld mobile phone while you're driving. Even using a hands-free kit can severely distract your attention. Question 10. What does the term blind spot mean? Answer is B. An area not visible to the driver. Modern vehicles provide the driver with a good view of both the road ahead and behind using well-positioned mirrors. However, the mirrors can't see every angle of the scene behind and to the sides of the vehicle. It's essential that you know when and how to check the vehicle's blind spots, so that you're aware of any hidden hazards. Question 11. You're in a line of traffic. What action should you take if the driver behind is following very closely? Answer is C. Slow down, gradually increasing the gap between you and the vehicle in front. If the driver behind is following too closely, there's a danger they'll collide with the back of your vehicle if you stop suddenly. You can reduce this risk by slowing down and increasing the safety margin in front of you. This reduces the chance that you'll have to stop suddenly and allows you to spread your braking over greater distance. This is an example of defensive driving. Question 12. The fluid level in your battery is low. What fluid should you use to top it up? Answer is B. Distilled water. Some modern batteries are maintenance-free. Check your vehicle handbook and, if necessary, make sure that the plates in each battery cell are covered with fluid. Question 13. You have to arrive on time for an appointment. How should you plan for the journey? Answer is A. Allow plenty of time for the trip. Always allow plenty of time for your journey in case of unforeseen problems. Anything can happen, for example, punctures, breakdowns, road closures, diversions and delays. You'll feel less stressed and less inclined to take risks if you aren't pushed for time. Question 14. What can you expect if you drive using rapid acceleration and heavy braking? Answer is C. Increased fuel consumption. Using the controls smoothly can reduce fuel consumption by about 15%, as well as reducing wear and tear on your vehicle. Plan ahead and anticipate changes of speed well in advance. This will reduce the need to accelerate rapidly or brake sharply. Question 15. What will happen if your car's wheels are unbalanced? Answer is C. The steering will vibrate. If your wheels are out of balance, it will cause the steering to vibrate at certain speeds. This isn't a fault that will put itself right, so take your vehicle to a garage or tire fitter to have the wheels rebalanced. Question 16. What's the safest thing to do if you have to leave valuables in your car? Answer is C. Lock them out of sight. If you have to leave valuables in your car, lock them out of sight. This is the best way to deter an opportunist thief. Question 17. What's the most important reason for having a properly adjusted head restraint? Answer is C. To help you avoid neck injury. In a collision, rapid deceleration will violently throw vehicle occupants forward and then backwards as the vehicle stops. Seat belts and airbags protect occupants against the forward movement. Head restraints should be adjusted so they give maximum protection to the head and neck during the backward movement. Question 18. Why should you keep well to the left as you approach a right-hand bend? Answer is D. To improve your view of the road. Keeping to the left as you approach right-hand bends will give you an earlier view around the bend and enable you to see any hazards sooner. It also reduces the risk of collision with any oncoming vehicle that may have drifted over the center line while taking the bend. Question 19. You're traveling on the motorway. How can you lower the risk of a collision when the vehicle behind is following too closely? Answer is D. Increase your distance from the vehicle in front. On busy roads, traffic may still travel at high speeds. Don't follow the vehicle in front too closely. If a driver behind seems to be pushing you, gradually increase your distance from the vehicle in front by slowing down gently. This will give you more space in front if you have to brake, and will reduce the risk of a collision involving several vehicles. Question 20. How can you use your vehicle's engine as a brake? Answer is B. By changing to a lower gear. When driving on downhill stretches of road, selecting a lower gear gives increased engine braking. This will prevent excessive use of the brakes, which become less effective if they overheat. Question 21. What should you do if you think the driver of the vehicle in front has forgotten to cancel their right indicator? Answer is A. Stay behind and don't overtake. Be cautious and don't attempt to overtake. The driver may be unsure of the location of a junction and may turn suddenly. Question 22. You're driving on this dual carriageway. Why may you need to slow down? Answer is A. There are roadworks ahead of you. Look well ahead and read any road signs as you drive. They're there to inform you of what's ahead. In this case, you may need to slow down and change direction. Check your mirrors so you know what's happening around you before you change speed or direction. Question 23. What should you do if it's raining and you're following this lorry on a motorway? Answer is D. Be aware of spray reducing your vision. The usual 2-second time gap increases to 4 seconds when the roads are wet. If you stay well back, you'll be able to see past the vehicle or be out of the spray thrown up by the lorry's tires, or give yourself more time to stop if the need arises, or increase your chances of being seen by the lorry driver. Question 24. Why should you check for motorcyclists just before turning right into a side road? Answer is B. They may be overtaking on your right. Never attempt to change direction to the right without first checking your right-hand mirror and blind spot. A motorcyclist might not have seen your signal and could be hidden by other traffic. This observation should become a matter of routine. Question 25. Powered vehicles used by disabled people are small and can be hard to see. What must they display if they're traveling on a dual carriageway? Answer is D. Flashing amber beacon. Powered vehicles used by disabled people are small and low, making them hard to see on the road. They also travel very slowly. On an unrestricted dual carriageway, they must display a flashing amber beacon to warn other road users of their presence. Question 26. You're driving in a slow-moving queue of traffic. What should you do just before changing lane? Answer is A. Look for motorcyclists filtering through the traffic. In queuing traffic, motorcyclists could be passing you on either side. Use your mirrors and check your blind area before changing lanes or changing direction. Question 27. You're waiting to turn right out of a minor road. It's clear to the left, but a lorry is coming from the right. Why should you wait, even if you have enough time to turn? Answer is B. Anything overtaking the lorry will be hidden from view. Large vehicles can hide other vehicles that are overtaking, especially motorcycles. You need to be aware of the possibility of hidden vehicles and not assume that it's safe to turn. Question 28. You're driving on a single carriageway road. Why should you keep well back while you're following a large vehicle? Answer is C. To get the best view of the road ahead. When following a large vehicle, keep well back. If you're too close, you won't be able to see the road ahead, and the driver of the long vehicle might not be able to see you in their mirrors. Question 29. You're traveling behind a bus. What should you do if it pulls up at a bus stop? Answer is D. Look for pedestrians. People may be running to catch the bus, or passengers leaving the bus might wish to cross the road in front of the bus. Look out for them if you intend to go past it. Consider how many people are waiting to get on the bus. Check the queue if you can. The bus might move off straight away if no one is waiting to get on. If a bus is signaling to pull out, give it priority if it's safe to do so. Question 30. You're leaving a safe gap as you follow a large vehicle. What should you do if a car moves into this gap? Answer is A. Drop back further. Sometimes your separation distance is shortened by a driver moving into the gap you've allowed. When this happens, react positively. Stay calm and drop further back to re-establish a safe following distance. Question 31. You're driving in fog. Why should you keep well back from the vehicle in front? Answer is A. In case it stops suddenly. If you're following another road user in fog, stay well back. The driver in front won't be able to see hazards until they're close and might need to brake suddenly. Also, the road surface is likely to be wet and could be slippery. Question 32. What should you do when you're approaching roadworks on a motorway? Answer is C. Obey the speed limit. Be aware of reduced speed limits at roadworks. Speed limits shown inside a red circle are mandatory, and cameras are often used to enforce the reduced limit. Slow down in good time and keep your distance from the vehicle in front. Question 33. You're traveling in the left-hand lane of a 3-lane motorway. How should you react to traffic joining from a slip road? Answer is A. Adjust your speed or change lane if you can do so safely. Plan well ahead when approaching a slip road. If you see traffic joining the motorway, be prepared to adjust your speed or move to another lane if it's safe to do so. This can help the flow of traffic joining the motorway, especially at peak times. Question 34. How do motorways reduce traffic bunching? Answer is A. By using variable speed limits. You must follow the mandatory signs on the gantries above motorway lanes, including the hard shoulder. Variable speed limits help keep the traffic moving and also help to prevent bunching. Question 35. What does this motorway sign mean? Answer is A. Use all the lanes, including the hard shoulder. You must obey mandatory speed limit signs above motorway lanes, including the hard shoulder. In this case, you can use the hard shoulder as a running lane, but you should look for any vehicles that may have broken down and may be blocking the hard shoulder. Question 36. What's the meaning of this sign? Answer is C. National speed limit applies. This sign doesn't tell you the speed limit in figures. You should know the speed limit for the type of road that you're on and the type of vehicle that you're driving or riding. Study your copy of the highway code. Question 37. When should you use the right-hand lane of a 3-lane dual carriageway? Answer is C. When you're overtaking or turning right. You should normally use the left-hand lane on any dual carriageway unless you're overtaking or turning right. When overtaking on a dual carriageway, look for vehicles ahead that are turning right. They may be slowing or stopped. You need to see them in good time so that you can take appropriate action. Question 38. What signal should you give when you're going straight ahead at a roundabout? Answer is A. Signal left before leaving the roundabout. When going straight ahead at a roundabout, don't signal as you approach it. Signal left just after passing the exit before the one you wish to take. Question 39. What must you do if you come across roadworks that have a temporary speed limit displayed? Answer is A. Obey the speed limit. Where there are extra hazards, such as at roadworks, it's often necessary to slow traffic by imposing a lower speed limit. These speed limits aren't advisory, they must be obeyed. Question 40. How far are you allowed to reverse? Answer is A. No further than is necessary. You mustn't reverse further than is necessary. You may decide to turn your vehicle around by reversing into an opening or side road. When you reverse, always look all around you and watch for pedestrians. Don't reverse from a side road into a main road. Question 41. Which is the sign for a ring road? Answer is B. Ring roads are designed to relieve congestion in towns and city centers. Question 42. What does this sign mean? Answer is D. Traffic lights out of order. You might see this sign where traffic lights are out of order. Proceed with caution, as nobody has priority at the junction. Question 43. What must you do when you see this sign? Answer is C. Stop even if the road is clear. Stop signs are situated at junctions where visibility is restricted or where there's heavy traffic. They must be obeyed. You must stop. Look carefully before moving off. Question 44. What does this sign mean? Answer is B. Two-way traffic crosses a one-way road. Be prepared for traffic approaching from junctions on either side of you. Try to avoid unnecessary changing of lanes just before the junction. Question 45. What does this sign mean? Answer is B. Two-way traffic straight ahead. This sign may be at the end of a dual carriageway or a one-way street. It's there to warn you of oncoming traffic. Question 46. What does this sign mean? Answer is D. Hump bridge. You'll need to slow down. At hump bridges, your view ahead will be restricted and the road will often be narrow. If the bridge is very steep, sound your horn to warn others of your approach. Going over the bridge too fast is highly dangerous to other road users and could even cause your wheels to leave the road, with a resulting loss of control. Question 47. Which sign shows that you're entering a one-way system? Answer is B. If the road has two lanes, you can use either lane and overtake on either side. Use the lane that's more convenient for your destination unless signs or road markings indicate otherwise. Question 48. What does this sign mean? Answer is A. Zebra crossing ahead. Look well ahead and be ready to stop for any pedestrians crossing, or about to cross, the road. Also check the pavements for anyone who looks like they might step or run into the road. Question 49. What's covered by third-party insurance? Answer is A. Damage to other vehicles. Third-party insurance doesn't cover damage to your own vehicle or injury to yourself. If you have a crash and your vehicle is damaged, you might have to carry out the repairs at your own expense. Question 50. What circumstances require you to notify the Driver and Vehicle Licensing Agency, DVLA? Answer is B. When your health affects your driving. DVLA holds the records of all vehicles, drivers, and riders in Great Britain and Northern Ireland. They need to know if you have a medical condition that might affect your ability to drive safely. You must tell them if your health deteriorates and you become unfit to drive. Hey, if you find this video helpful, please give it a like, subscribe to our channel and hit bell icon so you don't miss any updates. Your support helps us bring you more content to ace your theory test. Now, let's get back to the video.
Watch this 20 seconds video clip with focus.
Question 1. What hazard do you need to look out for as you drive under the bridge? Answer is B. Pedestrians walking in the road. Look out for warning signs as you're driving. They'll tell you what hazards you may find ahead. For example, pedestrians, wild animals, or cattle. To deal safely with any hazards in the road, be prepared to slow down or stop. Question 2. What's the speed limit on this road? Answer is A. 30 miles per hour. If you're driving in a built-up area, the speed limit will be low. Apart from the speed limit signs where you enter the limit, look out for repeater signs reminding you of the speed limit. A speed limit isn't a target. You don't have to drive as fast as the limit says you can. Keep within the limit and adapt your driving to the road situation. Question 3. What does the single yellow line along the side of the road mean? Answer is A. Waiting restrictions apply at certain times. Yellow lines along the side of the road tell you that waiting restrictions apply here. If there's just one line, it means that the waiting restrictions are at certain times. There may be a yellow plate on a wall or lamppost nearby telling you what these times are. If the yellow lines are double, it means that you cannot wait there at any time. Question 4. What does this sign mean? Answer is C. Road charging schemes. This sign is used to indicate road charging schemes. Question 5. If you see alternatively flashing red lights, what must you do? Answer is B. Stop. Alternatively flashing red lights indicate that you must stop. Question 6. You are driving and see this sign. What does it warn you about? Answer is A. Risk of falling rocks. This warning sign warns you about falling or fallen rocks. Question 7. You are driving along a road and see this sign. What does it mean? Answer is B. Speed camera nearby on a road with a 30 miles per hour speed limit. This sign means that there is a speed camera nearby on a lit road with a 30 miles per hour speed limit, i.e. where there are no speed limit repeater signs. Question 8. What's likely to happen if you use a hands-free phone while you're driving? Answer is D. It will divert your attention. Talking to someone while you're driving can distract you and, unlike when someone is in the car with you, the person on the other end of a mobile phone is unable to see the traffic situations you're dealing with. They won't stop speaking to you even if you're approaching a hazardous situation. You need to concentrate on your driving at all times. Question 9. Why is it dangerous to travel too close to the vehicle ahead? Answer is C. Your view of the road ahead will be restricted. Tailgating is the term used when a driver or rider follows the vehicle in front too closely. It's dangerous because it restricts your view of the road ahead and leaves no safety margin if the vehicle in front needs to slow down or stop suddenly. Tailgating is often the underlying cause of rear-end collisions or multiple pile-ups. Question 10. You wish to turn right ahead. Why should you take up the correct position in good time? Answer is A. To help other road users know what you intend to do. If you wish to turn right into a side road, take up your position in good time. Move to the center of the road when it's safe to do so. This will allow vehicles to pass you on the left. Early planning will show other traffic what you intend to do. Question 11. You're driving behind a heavy goods vehicle. What should you do if it signals left but steers to the right? Answer is D. Slow down and let the vehicle turn. Large, long vehicles need extra room when making turns at junctions. They may move out to the right in order to make a left turn. Keep well back and don't attempt to pass them on their left. Question 12. How will your journey be affected by traveling outside the busy times of day? Answer is A. Your journey will have fewer delays. If possible, avoid the early morning, late afternoon, and early evening rush hour. Doing this should allow you to have a better journey, with fewer delays. This should help you to arrive at your destination feeling less stressed. Question 13. Why is it important to wear suitable shoes when you're driving? Answer is A. To maintain control of the pedals. When you're going to drive, make sure that you're wearing suitable clothing. Comfortable shoes will ensure that you have proper control of the foot pedals. Question 14. How can you reduce the damage your vehicle causes to the environment? Answer is D. Anticipate well ahead. By looking well ahead and recognizing hazards in good time, you can avoid late and heavy braking. Watch the traffic flow and look well ahead for potential hazards so you can control your speed in good time. Avoid over-revving the engine and accelerating harshly, as this increases wear to the engine and uses more fuel. Question 15. What does fuel-efficient driving achieve? Answer is C. Improved road safety. The emphasis is on hazard awareness and planning ahead. By looking well ahead, you'll have plenty of time to deal with hazards safely and won't need to brake sharply. This will also reduce damage to the environment. Question 16. What's likely to happen if you put too much oil in your engine? Answer is D. The oil seals will leak. Too much oil will lead to increased pressure in the engine. This could damage oil seals and lead to oil leaks. Any excess oil should be drained off. Question 17. What will be affected if the road surface becomes soft in very hot weather? Answer is A. The tire grip. If the road surface becomes very hot, it can soften. Tires are unable to grip a soft surface as well as they can a firm dry one. Take care when cornering and braking. Question 18. Where is your vehicle most likely to be affected by side winds? Answer is C. On an open stretch of road. In windy conditions, care must be taken on exposed roads. A strong gust of wind can blow you off course. Watch out for other road users who are particularly likely to be affected, such as cyclists, motorcyclists, high-sided lorries, and vehicles towing trailers. Question 19. You're driving a vehicle that has anti-lock brakes. How should you apply the foot brake when you need to stop in an emergency? Answer is C. Rapidly and firmly. You may have to stop in an emergency due to a misjudgment by another driver or a hazard arising suddenly, such as a child running out into the road. If your vehicle has anti-lock brakes, you should apply the brakes immediately and keep them firmly applied until you stop. Question 20. What should you do when you're overtaking a motorcyclist on a windy day? Answer is D. Pass widely. In strong winds, riders of two-wheeled vehicles are particularly vulnerable. When you overtake them, allow plenty of room. Check to the left as you pass to make sure they're safe. Question 21. What's the main hazard shown in this picture? Answer is C. The cyclist crossing the road. Look at the picture carefully and try to imagine you're there. The cyclist in this picture appears to be trying to cross the road. You must be able to deal with the unexpected, especially when you're approaching a hazardous junction. Look well ahead to give yourself time to deal with any hazards. Question 22. What should the driver of the car approaching the crossing do? Answer is B. Slow down and get ready to stop. Look well ahead to see whether any hazards are developing. This will give you more time to deal with them in the correct way. The man in the picture is clearly intending to cross the road. You should be traveling at a speed that allows you to check your mirror, slow down and stop in good time. You shouldn't have to brake harshly. Question 23. What should you do as you approach this cyclist? Answer is B. Slow down and allow the cyclist to turn. Keep well back and give the cyclist time and room to turn safely. Don't intimidate them by getting too close or trying to squeeze past. Question 24. You're driving on a one-way street. What should you do if you realize you've taken the wrong route? Answer is C. Continue and find another route. Never reverse or turn your vehicle around in a one-way street. It's illegal and could even cause a collision. If you've taken a wrong turn, carry on along the one-way street and find another route, checking the direction signs as you drive. Stop in a safe place if you need to check a map. Question 25. What should you do if the traffic in the left-hand lane is slowing? Answer is D. Slow down, keeping a safe separation distance. Allow the traffic to merge into the left-hand lane. Leave enough room so that you can maintain a safe separation distance, even if vehicles pull in ahead of you. Question 26. What would you do if you see older people crossing the road ahead? Answer is A. Be patient and allow them to cross in their own time. Be aware that older people might take a long time to cross the road. They might also be hard of hearing and not hear you approaching. Don't hurry older people across the road by getting too close to them or revving your engine. Question 27. Why should you look carefully for motorcyclists and cyclists at junctions? Answer is C. They are harder to see. Cyclists and motorcyclists are smaller than other vehicles and so are more difficult to see. They can easily be hidden from your view by cars parked near a junction. Question 28. Where would you see this sign? Answer is C. On a school bus. School buses can stop to pick up or drop off school children at places that aren't designated bus stops. Watch out for children crossing the road to catch the bus or from the far side of the bus if they've just been dropped off. Question 29. What should you do if the left-hand pavement is closed due to street repairs? Answer is A. Watch out for pedestrians walking in the road. Where street repairs have closed off pavements, proceed carefully and slowly, as pedestrians might have to walk in the road. Question 30. What should you do when you're following a motorcyclist along a road that has a poor surface? Answer is C. Allow extra room in case they swerve to avoid potholes. To avoid being unbalanced, a motorcyclist might swerve to avoid potholes and bumps in the road. Be prepared for this and allow them extra space. Question 31. You're approaching this roundabout. What should you do when a cyclist is keeping to the left while signaling to turn right? Answer is D. Allow them space to turn. Cycling in today's heavy traffic can be hazardous. Some cyclists may not feel safe crossing the path of traffic to take up a position in an outside lane. Be aware of this and understand that, although they're in the left-hand lane, the cyclist might be turning right. Question 32. What should you do when you're passing loose sheep on the road? Answer is D. Go very slowly. Slow down and be ready to stop for animals. Noise and vehicles passing too closely may startle them. Question 33. What will happen to your car when you drive up a steep hill? Answer is B. The engine will work harder. The engine will need more power to pull the vehicle up the hill. When approaching a steep hill, you should select a lower gear to help maintain your speed. You should do this without hesitation, so that you don't lose too much speed before engaging the lower gear. Question 34. There's been a heavy fall of snow. What should you consider before driving in these conditions? Answer is A. Whether your journey is essential. Consider whether the increased risk is worth it. If the weather conditions are bad and your journey isn't essential, then don't drive. If you have to drive, make sure you're well prepared in case you get stuck. Question 35. Which vehicles aren't allowed to use the right-hand lane of a 3-lane motorway? Answer is C. Vehicles towing a trailer. On the motorway, any vehicle towing a trailer is restricted to 60 miles per hour. It's not allowed in the right-hand lane, as it might hold up faster-moving traffic that wishes to overtake in that lane. Question 36. Why is it important to make full use of the slip road as you join a motorway? Answer is A. To allow you to fit safely into the traffic flow in the left-hand lane. Try to join the motorway without affecting the progress of the traffic in the left-hand lane and always give way to traffic already on the motorway. At busy times, you may have to slow down to merge into slow-moving traffic. Question 37. What color are the reflective studs between the hard shoulder and the left-hand lane of a motorway? Answer is A. Red. Red studs are placed between the edge of the carriageway and the hard shoulder. Where slip roads leave or join the motorway, the studs are green. Question 38. When are you allowed to stop on a motorway? Answer is B. When you're signaled to do so by traffic signals. You must stop if overhead gantry signs show a red cross above every lane on the motorway. If any of the other lanes doesn't show a red cross, you may move into that lane and continue if it's safe to do so. Question 39. Traffic officers operate on motorways and some primary routes in England and Wales. What are they authorised to do? Answer is D. Stop and direct anyone on a motorway. Traffic officers don't have enforcement powers but are able to stop and direct people on motorways and some class roads. They operate in England and Wales and work in partnership with the police at incidents, providing a highly trained and visible service. They're recognized by an orange and yellow jacket, and their vehicle has yellow and black markings. Question 40. When may you stop on a motorway? Answer is D. In an emergency or breakdown. You shouldn't normally stop on a motorway, but there may be occasions when you need to do so. If your vehicle breaks down or there's an emergency, stop on the hard shoulder and use the emergency telephones to call for assistance. Question 41. What would you expect to find at a contraflow system on a motorway? Answer is C. Lower speed limits. When approaching a contraflow system, reduce speed in good time and obey all speed limits. You may be traveling in a narrower lane than normal, with no permanent barrier between you and the oncoming traffic. Be aware that the hard shoulder may be used for traffic and the road ahead could be obstructed by slow-moving or broken-down vehicles. Question 42. You're turning right onto a dual carriageway. What should you do if the central reservation is too narrow to contain your vehicle? Answer is C. Wait until the road is clear in both directions. When the central reservation is narrow, it may not be able to contain your vehicle. In this case, you should treat a dual carriageway as one road. Wait until the road is clear in both directions before emerging to turn right. If you try to treat it as two separate roads and wait in the middle, your vehicle will stick out and cause an obstruction that may lead to a collision. Question 43. What shape is a stop sign? Answer is D. Octagon, stop sign shape. To make it easy to recognize, the stop sign is the only sign of this shape. You must stop and take effective observation before proceeding. Question 44. In winter, road signs can become covered by snow. What does this sign mean? Answer is C. Stop. The stop sign is the only road sign that's octagonal. This is so that it can be recognized and obeyed even if it's obscured, for example, by snow. Question 45. What does this sign mean? Answer is B. Minimum speed 30 miles per hour. This sign is shown where slow-moving vehicles would impede the flow of traffic, for example, in tunnels. However, if you need to slow down or even stop to avoid an incident or potential collision, you should do so. Hey, if you find this video helpful, please give it a like, subscribe to our channel and hit bell icon so you don't miss any updates. Your support helps us bring you more content to ace your theory test. Now, let's get back to the video. Question 46. Which sign means that the national speed limit applies? Answer is B. National speed limit applies. You should know the speed limit for the road on which you're traveling and for your vehicle. The different speed limits are shown in the Highway Code. Question 47. What does it mean if you see this signal on the motorway? Answer is B. Leave the motorway at the next exit. You'll see this sign if there has been an incident ahead and the motorway is closed. You must obey the sign. Make sure that you prepare to leave in good time. Don't cause drivers to take avoiding action by cutting in at the last moment. Question 48. An adult casualty isn't breathing. To maintain circulation, CPR should be given. What's the correct depth to press down on their chest? Answer is C. 5 to 6 centimeters. An adult casualty isn't breathing normally. To maintain circulation, place 2 hands on the center of the chest. Then press down hard and fast, around 5 to 6 centimeters and about twice a second. Question 49. What could you do to help injured people at an incident? Answer is A. Keep them warm and comfortable. There are a number of things you can do to help, even without expert training. Be aware of further danger from other traffic and fire. Make sure the area is safe. People may be in shock. Don't give them anything to eat or drink. Keep them warm and comfortable and reassure them. Don't move injured people unless there's a risk of further danger. Question 50. What should you do if your trailer starts to swerve or snake? Answer is A. Reduce speed gently. If your trailer starts to swerve or snake, reduce speed gently to regain control. Do not accelerate or brake harshly. For more practice and updates, click on the video you're watching on the screen. Keep building your confidence and get closer to passing your theory test. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.